course. And I played pretty competitive volleyball at the time. And when I was playing college ball, I came back to my Roslyn school for a weekend, and my old coach from high school said, "Come on over and play with the girls, they're getting together, why not?" Okay, sure. I go over and I sprained my ankle so acutely I was in a cast up to the knee for the next semester, out of volleyball, and bored to death. And so what did I do? I could not make my biology class in the mornings across the campus in the winter and snowy months. And I took some other classes. And I said, oh my gosh, there's a whole other world out here. And decided, let me explore. I do have two amazing parents who are very successful physicians. I come from a community, much like Manu. Very, very similar actually. Both of our families, the similarities are outstanding. So it's amazing that we're both up here tonight. But yeah, so I explored. Seriously, I miss your parents here tonight, I really do. So I explored and I landed a job part-time despite my dad saying, no, 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 you'll have your whole life to work. This is not the time to work. Go and study, go and study. And I said, yes, but I can't. I have always played a sport after school, and I've always had this time that's been busy, and now I can't. I'm gonna go get a job. And I got a job at a law firm, and at that time, this is a freshman in college, they sort of held me up and mentored me and sort of pushed me to a career I never knew anything about. Didn't really have many women in the career, didn't have many Indians in the career at the time. It was really sort of daunting and a little scary. But it's worked out through the support and love of some amazing family, friends. The Chatwals have been there since day one. So Sanji, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Damayanti, you have been an inspiration to all of us women, even at home. Mom, as Manu said, it's about you guys. It's about our moms, really it is. But yeah, it's the foundation. And so you never know where your career is going to take you.
So you touched a little bit about being a woman in your field. So what are some of the challenges and advantages of not only being a woman, but also being an Indian woman in a leadership role?
There are challenges. There continue to be challenges. Not only am I in a profession that, despite the fact of graduating more women than men every year, by maybe 10% more, so maybe 55, 60% more women graduate law school every year. The percentage of women who actually make partnership at law firms in this country is really low, and there's a big drop-off. So I do find that challenging. So unless we have women in leadership roles, our younger women are going to have a hard time rising. So the challenges continue to exist, and frankly, as you mentioned earlier, I work really hard in trying to make sure those challenges don't continue to exist. For those of the young women who are coming into the industry, in my industry, the legal profession, and also in real estate, especially in New York City, it's, as some uncle will know, commercial real estate industry is dominated by men still. But there are some amazing women who are doing some real trailblazing work in the industry. There are, and here and in the city, so kudos to the women who talked about that earlier. But there's a lot of work left to be done. As an Indian woman, it's even a smaller group of us. So while it's challenging, I have to say, from the support of family and community like this, we have a lot to offer as who we are as individuals. So what I would say is, bring who you are to the table. Bring your Indian heritage, bring your womanness, bring your creativeness, bring your love for who you are, where you come from, your family, your Indian masalas, your Indian music, whatever. Bring it to the table, because that's what's going to distinguish you, and that's going to make you authentic, and frankly, that's what's helped me, just to be me. That's it.
So lastly, I understand that you're on the board and the current VP of a foundation. Can you talk a little bit about WX and women empowerment and why you chose this foundation or why it chose you?
Yeah, sure. They're going to be sad that they don't have any press here to get some press on this. But so WX is a women executives in real estate in New York City. It is a invitation-only organization. We're made of about 250 members. I was invited to join by a woman named Joanne Podell, who, if any of you are familiar with real estate in New York City, she's probably the top retail broker in New York City. She sort of led me into the program, and since then I recognized the value of being there for other women coming into our industry. And frankly, there was recently a study done, and it sort of supports what our mission is all about, which is if a woman has other women in their organization around them, they're likely to succeed and get better at their jobs and rise to leadership. So our mission at WX is to empower women and help them become leaders in the industry and work with the current leaders to bring them up. So to all the women in here, to all the men in here, find the woman in your group that's probably got a quieter voice, but has a strong backbone and an ability to really rise, and try to listen and bring them up. The more we do that, the more we'll level the playing field.
Love that. We need all our sisters. And
All
brothers.
sisters. And by the way, I'm a mom of 2 boys, so trust me, I raised them to know that this is important too. So to the boys and the men here, keep rising, and keep rising our women in the room.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Does anybody have any questions for Sonia?